Today, we will finally take a deep look at WAN Animate. The subject I chose is a couple watching a movie inside a theater. Now, why did I pick this scene? Because I consider it a very difficult situation to test. The man's hand overlaps the woman's body. The lighting is dim, shadows cut across their faces. And as we know, AI demos often show us perfect results. But in practical, real-world environments, things fall apart. That's why this test matters. I carefully selected the woman and created the mask. If you look closely, the mask doesn't even fully cover her outline. And that's okay, because it allows the blend with the original scene and the reference. In fact, this imperfection works to our advantage. The result is striking. The woman is perfectly replaced, without breaking the scene. Side by side, you can clearly see how seamless it is. Even with overlapping hands, even in low light, this is what makes WAN Animate powerful. The reference image is an Asian woman, styled in anime fashion, almost like cosplay. The lighting in this reference is very distinct. It carries a cool blue tone, a different atmosphere compared to the target scene. And yet, when the model applies it, the result matches the target seamlessly. The colors blend. The subject feels as though she belongs inside that world. Now, let's take a closer look at image resolution. In the default workflow, the image is simply resized to match the target. For example, 832 by 480. And the result? A noticeable degradation in image quality. But here I replace it with my own creation. The Apex Smart Resize Custom node. What does this node do? It automatically snaps the resolution to the closest compatible size, multiples of 16 or 32. So you never run into mismatched tensors, and you avoid scaling artifacts that ruin the details. I originally built this Smart Resize snapping node for my personal WAN image edit projects, and since then it's become a critical part of my workflow. Every time I load an image, I run it through Smart Resize first, and in an instant it locks to a clean, tensor-friendly size. The result: sharper images, no errors, and the freedom to focus entirely on creativity. Here we can see the difference. By not forcing the resolution to 832, the video looks cleaner. The edges hold their detail. The frames feel sharper, and the overall quality stays intact. This is the power of Smart Resize. In the default workflow, where the image is forced into 832, the loss of detail is easy to spot. Look closely at the hair, and the eyes, instead of being sharp and expressive, they become slightly pixelated. Sometimes the model makes a mistake. It chooses the wrong face. But here you have control. You can manually select the face index, 0, 1, and 2, and so on. Each number corresponds to a different character's face in the video. With just a simple change, you can lock onto the correct subject. And once again, you don't need to force your reference image down to 800 pixels. But don't push it beyond 2000 either. 1000 to 1500. That's the sweet spot. Perfect for most inputs, even when working inside WAN Image Edit, because when I tried feeding in a 2K plus reference, the model broke. The output drifted and gave me results I didn't want. That's why this Smart Resize node is so important. It keeps everything in check. Since I'm working with a landscape video, I select landscape here. If you're working portrait, you simply switch to portrait. It's that easy. Preset-based. Auto resize. No effort wasted. And that is all for today. If you want the workflow, you already know what to do. This is Apex Artist. I'll see you in the next video.